Why did everyone start hating Ryan Kaji and his parents? Because they deserved it. They didn't treat Ryan like a child, they treated him like content. Their greed slowly burned down the billion-dollar empire their son built. Here's a kid who earned more than $30 billion, ended up losing almost 70% of his revenue in front of the world. From fame and fortune to public embarrassment, it all happened fast. But the warning signs were there from the very start. To understand how it all went wrong, we need to trace the story from the beginning. Let's uncover how it all started. Now, back in 2015, Ryan's parents, Cheyenne and Loanne Kaji, decided that watching their 3-year-old unbox toys would be entertaining for the whole world. So instead of spending time on their kids' potty training, the parents spent their time making a cash cow out of their son. But it all worked at the beginning. Ryan was one of the most watched YouTubers and was earning $30 million per year off content. Not a bad flex for a kid who's still learning ABCs, right? But behind those cute smiles and fun celebrations, the camera was hiding the darker side of events which only Ryan and his parents knew. Ryan's parents basically turned him into a walking ATM, and guess what? The income was slipping directly into the parents' bank account.
What year was that when you guys decided to quit your jobs?
I think it was 2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How much as an engineer were you making at that time?
About 100K.
100K?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
So even the 100,000 wasn't enough, and both Cheyenne and Loanne Kaji quit their normal middle-class jobs of an engineer and chemistry teacher because they were now focused on running Ryan's brand full-time. They even built their own company called Sunlight Entertainment and hired a 30-person crew who took care of lights, cameras, and scripts. And Ryan was the full-time content employee. So, Ryan became the perfect example of a loving son who helped his parents retire before learning how to wipe his nose. And in order to get more attention, his parents even managed for PewDiePie to get roasted by Ryan.
What is this? 5-year-old threatens to dethrone YouTube king PewDiePie over my goddamn dead body! Over my vegan...
Yeah, the 5-year-old brand even came close to dethroning PewDiePie as the YouTube king. That's how hyped up was Ryan's image.
Ryan has teamed up with Colgate to help make oral care fun.
Brushing my teeth makes me feel ready for school. He talks. He does karate. Hi, baby.
And so this is a bedroom.
Hey, what? Wait, that's a pet's eye.
Oh, it does, huh?
And by 2019, Ryan's face was literally everywhere. From Walmart toys, Colgate toothpastes, to Macy's parade balloon and Nickelodeon endorsements. Yeah, he became a billion-dollar brand while still believing that Santa Claus exists. But the viewers started noticing something weird and different. Critics noticed that this wasn't family fun, but a smiley face covering child labor and child exploitation. Soon, the Federal Truth Commission launched an investigation because Ryan's videos looked more like hidden advertisements than family-friendly playtime. And because the kids couldn't tell what's real and what's advertising, Ryan's parents had to rebrand the channel from Ryan's Toy Reviews to Ryan's World. Now, with the innocent new name, the Kajis were able to hide the commercial element from the channel. But it was too late, because morals wait for no one, not even a name change. And Ryan was working more than adult creators with 25 videos in a single week across 7 channels under Sunlight Entertainment. Everything was monetized, from family vlogs and challenges to morning routines which included even brushing teeth. But the worst part was yet to come, because there were no laws protecting Ryan himself and his earnings like they have for Hollywood child actors, and legally all the money belonged to Ryan's parents. So, while Ryan was the employee, bringing in money, his parents were the ruthless masters who filled their pockets.
The next issue with the law is that it gives undue rights to parents of minors. For instance, say 2 teenage brothers start a YouTube channel together with the help of their parents. They run most of it, but the parents are in full support. The business grows and the boys are 16 and 17 years old. Are they content creators or a qualifying minor?
Ryan was simply a content creator who earned for his parents. And this is when karma hit the Kajis. Because when YouTube changed its rules after the COPPA crackdown, every kid-based and family-friendly channel was hit hard. Ryan's parents themselves had to admit that they lost 70% of their income overnight and were basically ruined, thanks to the new rules. And in order to bounce back, the Kanjis decided to make Ryan's World the movie, which turned out to be a box office failure with a loss over $9 million.
Ryan of Ryan's World.
We did it! Ta-da! Whoa. Hey, someone's stealing my characters.
We'll take this one. Okay, thanks, bye, see ya.
Pick it up! Now you pick it up! Ah!
No one was stealing your characters, Ryan. Only your parents were stealing your childhood. Yeah, the theaters were as empty as Beast Burger restaurants. But the movie didn't just fail, it exposed the greed of Ryan's parents. And while all this went down, people noticed that Ryan looked unhappy and bored in the new videos. Ryan looked tired, smiled less, and even walked tired. There was a time when Ryan loved the cameras, but now he wanted to shut himself up and hide away from the world. But instead of letting the kid rest, his parents were now about to pull a whole new move. They started promoting their twin daughters, Emma and Kate, under the spotlight that Ryan created.
Guess what, guys? Today we're at Cat's Eye concert! Our very first concert! Woohoo!
The 7-year-old girls have their own animation show and appear more and more on the family show. So the greed wasn't just about the money, but also around the children. Ryan wasn't the favorite anymore. But Ryan's loyal fans were furious at this new move because Ryan built his parents an empire, and now they switched up their own son. This led to several lawmakers in the US to pass new laws in order to protect child influencers and save their income from being spent by parents. And recent interviews featuring Ryan made things worse.
Like, was there a moment that you're like, oh, what we're doing as a family is different than other families?
Yeah. I realized when people recognize me and hey, you're Ryan. I just realized that we were famous off of it and that it was a thing that people didn't normally do.
Yeah, he barely talks in podcasts, and the parents take up the spotlight while Ryan just sits there. People are already predicting that once Ryan turns 18, he'll expose the dark secrets of his parents and may even end up on a Netflix documentary. The Kajis are now desperately trying to keep their brand alive, repeating old footage and using younger thumbnails of Ryan and pushing the twin daughters faster than a Tesla. But it's too late now, and the world waits until 2029 or 2030 for Ryan to officially turn 18 and legally make his own decisions. Because this whole corporate lifestyle that Ryan parents have built has ruined the childhood of their kids. These parents are the perfect example of bad parenting because they're not living in the present, but have destroyed Ryan's past because of their greed for the future. Instead of letting their son play basketball, Ryan's parents have dunked business charts and revenue models on their son's head. If we're being honest, then shouldn't Ryan's father be held accountable for manipulating Ryan and controlling his life choices? Who knows if he abused Ryan in order to scare him, because in an interview when Ryan was asked if he would continue being full-time on YouTube, Ryan's body language was very weird and conflicted with what he had to say.
Ryan, are you going to keep making YouTube videos, given your interest to be an animator and maybe go behind the camera as you get older?
I think I will keep going for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
See how Ryan turned to his father for approval? Isn't that pure pressure and pure manipulation? Even now, with 40 million subscribers, Ryan's World is still active on YouTube with regular uploads. But the views are 80% less than what they used to be, and it seems that Ryan's legacy is a statue of the past. While there's no end to the greed of Ryan's parents, there has to be an end to the scary tragedy among the children. Because if things are this way on the camera, just imagine how devastating Ryan's life actually is behind closed doors.
So we took him there. He practiced snowboard still. So, if he finds his passion, we all full support it. And whether it's outside of YouTube or not, we don't really mind.
Well, there wouldn't be any passion to support when the time for passion has run out. This loss of fame for Ryan's parents reveal how influencer fame can bring fortune, but sometimes it's too much to handle. So, now there are two questions around the Kaji situation. Will Ryan's World ever recover the damage that's done? And will Ryan finally escape from this creator prison once he legally turns 18? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below and hit subscribe so you don't miss similar videos and deep dives into how ego and greed destroy creative empires.